wonderful sweet babies, it's Destined Choice, and for today's video I felt like I really had to get on here on my podcast and discuss the fact that Winter Blanco recently went on live and she decided to basically get on the internet and basically warn women of BBLs.
We're in a BBL pandemic, so obviously I'm gonna, let people know what's going on and try to help some people out. My first BBL being botched. First of all, a lot of people be scrounging up their pennies to get a damn BBL because they want to follow the damn trend, not knowing a lot of people who get BBLs and get surgery get it multiple times.
Now, for those of you guys who aren't sure who Winter is, Winter Blanco is a very popular social media influencer, rapper, singer, songwriter, author. And as we all know, Winter's also known for being the girl in Bad Girls Club who's the biracial, loudmouth, problematic, bully, self-absorbed, egocentric, crazy girl who was on the show a couple years ago. Now, Winter, just like any other girl on social media, pretty much got their body done, got their body botched, and much more. Now, we all know BBLs have pretty much been a very popular thing since, honestly, the dawn of social media. BBLs have pretty much been huge ever since the early 2000s, but they really got really big since the late 2010s. Now, BBLs have pretty much been a huge thing all over social media because, as we all know, things like Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and much more have pretty much glamorized the ideology of a perfect body. Now, we all know a perfect body doesn't exist. Some people won the genetics lottery and just look slim and have a tight stomach just because, and others simply don't. And if you believe a perfect stomach is common and popular, please do yourself a favor and go outside in the real world and go take a breath of fresh air and get out the house for once. Because best believe that most people that you see, whether it be at a party, at an event, at your job, or anywhere, don't have a tight, perfect stomach. Everybody has a slight bit of a bulge or a cellulite. It just happens unless you're someone that works out very frequently. Now, Winter went on live and she basically blasted the whole BBL epidemic. And she basically told all the women that watch her, considering that most of her followers are women, to stay away from BBLs at all costs because Winter ended up fucking up her whole body.
Had a great experience, period. When I got my BBL revised by Dr. Zhang and had a great experience. I came on here and said I had a great experience. I didn't get that for free. I didn't get these things for free. I paid for these surgeries, these cosmetic procedures. I'm just being real. Like, what? So now it's like pretty much everybody knows about my first BBL being botched.
Okay, so I'm going to show you guys some very wild ish. This is not an edited picture, and I am not able to tell you guys who my first doctor was because I did sign an NDA in order to get all of my money back. I had to pretty much walk around with compression shorts for like almost a year before I got this fixed. Here it is, and this is not edited at all. Honestly, just try to work out, but if you do decide to get a BBL, do extensive crazy research.
Be happy that I'm telling y'all little raggedy asses what's really behind the scenes of this stuff, because first of all, a lot of people be scrounging up their pennies to get a damn BBL because they want to follow the damn trend, not knowing a lot of people who get BBLs and get surgery get it multiple times. Ask any girl who has had a BBL. One of the lit girls, whatever, ask these girls how many BBLs they've had. When people told me, move Orion, when people told me, oh yeah, a lot of people get multiple times, I was like, no. I'll never get another one, like blah, blah, blah. You have to. Because your first results, most of the time what these doctors don't tell you, you're probably not going to get the results you want. Especially when you're built like a fridge. A lot of y'all go and get these BBLs and you're built like a fridge and you think that these doctors are going to be able to sculpt you into your dream body. It's not realistic. You're going to have to get 2 rounds, 3 rounds, 4 rounds, and girls do it. The only thing that I got lucky with my body is that I already had a naturally nice shape. I already had a naturally small waist. I already had naturally wide hips. I already naturally had big legs and a big butt. That was the only thing. That's why my shape is so nice. That's the only reason why. It's literally how you come in that motherfucker. So people be walking in there looking like a damn bag of baked beans and walking out like, well, why don't I have winter shape? Or why don't I have so-and-so shape? I just paid $10,000 to get this, and now I need another round. Now I need another round. Yes, that's what happens. That's the reality behind this stuff. It's not about haha, oh, you got botched, and oh, you always got a problem. This is what goes on. Be thankful that I'm being honest.
But Winter was always a beautiful girl. She's always been very nice looking, always had a curvy body, always looked good, even before surgery. And it's sad because it's always the girls who always looked good before. And I don't want to be that person, but I also got to read this quote. There's a very famous Jamaican proverb and a very popular saying in Jamaica where people say, "Wanta can get it, and get to no wanty," which translates to the things people take for granted at times are luxuries to others. But then when she got to a point where she got her money up and started elevating, her brand started expanding, Winter got to a point where she started getting so many things done. Winter got her teeth done, she got her chin done, she got her lips done, she got her breast done, and she got her butt done, and probably a heap of other things that she probably hasn't even talked about. So Winter's no stranger to augmentations and cosmetic surgeries. But I will say that it's actually pretty sad to see her now get on social media and say to stay the fuck away from BBLs, because Winter was one of the biggest advocates for, well, if you had the money, you'd probably get it too.
I spent a lot of money on this BBL, and it's like I don't want it to look like I need to go hit some squats in the gym. I want to look like I already hit them damn squats in the gym, you know? My doctor is scared about making my butt too big. He's like, I don't want your butt to be so big, and you know, like blah blah blah. And I'm like, make my butt big. I want my butt to be big, okay? I got a BBL because I want a fat ass. I got a BBL because I want a fat ass. I got a BBL because I want a fat ass. I got a BBL because I want a fat ass.
Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really feel bad for Winter's ass at all. And I don't feel bad for her ass at all because 3 years ago, she was the heaviest advocate for, I'm getting my body done because I wanted to. I told my doctor that I want my butt as big as possible. I want it big and fat. She documented her entire surgery on her YouTube channel and also on her Instagram.
I just feel like some people overdo it. But once again, I'm not hating. I'm just saying y'all look stupid when you look like wisdom teeth. But it's just like I hear so many girls now like, I don't need my body done and I don't need that to do that. I'm naturally beautiful. That's great. But really, if you had the money and you wanted to fix something about yourself, you probably would. Let's just be honest.
Like sometimes at this point, I really just wish that I could just get my whole ass lipoed out. Like, I don't even want to have a big butt.
So it's actually pretty ironic to see her say that she heavily advises against getting her body done because she thinks that it's completely unnecessary. And it's sad because there are people who are honestly on her live years ago telling her, girl, just go to the gym. Girl, just love yourself. And she was the biggest advocate for, oh, I don't want to. I'm going to get the surgery anyways. Now, I wanted to talk about this because if you guys didn't know, I did an unpopular opinions probably damn near 2 months ago. And I said in that video, if you want a BBL, go for that shit and go get it. And a lot of people actually gave me a very interesting reaction. Many people saw where I was coming from, but most people were honestly like, yeah, no, you shouldn't be promoting that shit. You shouldn't encourage it and much more. Because there have been instances where a lot of girls, back to back, literally every single day, there's a viral news story of a girl getting her ass literally botched, destroyed, and some people even get to a point where they literally get killed just from the surgery.
But for Oklahoma nurse Rolanda Hutton, it was supposed to be a minor makeover.
And I didn't do this to be a video vixen or anything like that. I just went in for something, just a slight enhancement.
She left in a wheelchair after her January procedure at Dallas Plastic Surgery Institute and Dallas Day Surgery Center. Her attorney says Dr. Samir Jajurakar injected too much fat into the muscles above her sciatic nerve when she awoke and couldn't feel her feet or legs.
And I kept on feeling like something is wrong. Something is wrong. So I thought, I need to go to the hospital.
Attorney Les Weisbrod says instead they kept her at the Cloister at Park Lane, a, quote, luxury post-operative hotel, far too long.
She needed to be emergently transferred to capable people at a hospital, and that wasn't done.
Hutton says she may never walk or work again. And while she hopes to receive damages, she says she spoke out primarily to spare others from her pain.
But a lot of younger people, or maybe people my age, are doing things that may cause more complications, and they're younger and their lives are going to change forever.
Now, let's also talk about the infamous K. Michelle story. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all remember K. Michelle's horrible story back in 2017 when she basically needed to get her ass drained. She talked about it on the Tamron show.
For everything, because it's just been rough. I didn't know what was going to happen to me, and nobody did. So this is the first time in my life I I've ever gone through something like that.
Well, I know one day when I woke up, my legs gave out and I couldn't walk. And everyone was running me to a hospital everywhere. They was like, she's perfectly healthy. Nothing's wrong with her. So I eventually took an MRI of my body and my bottom and everything like that. And they saw a foreign substance within my body. And you could actually see it on the MRI. So I'm like, oh my God, I know exactly what that is. So that's when the journey started to get this out of my body, getting worse and worse, you know?
Let me ask you, what, while you were waiting to figure out what to do, I've heard people talk about migraines and then just feeling fatigued and the different things started to happen with their body. Did you, the person who did your surgery, as you understood it, was this by the book, or was this?
No, it was not. These are not legal. It doesn't matter where you go. These are not legal. For me, I thought I was doing it.
You know, people will be shocked to hear, wait a minute, K. Michelle, she got a record deal, she's got some money, and she's going somewhere illegal.
And that's what it was. Like, it was the biggest of stars going to a particular person for this type of procedure. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to go get this cheap procedure to myself.
Wow.
So I started to, from this MRI, I started the journey to become healthy and remove these things from my body. You can't lipo this type of thing. And that's what doctors first wanted to do. Well, it's like motor oil. So once they turn into pellets. So once you bust those pellets, it's like free floating silicone in your body that's moving through your body, right? So I found a doctor that specialized in this, and, you know, it took me about 13 surgeries later in 3 years.
And it's so unfortunate because all she wanted to do was look good. She thought her booty was an investment. And it's crazy because she paid a very valuable lesson and people told her to stay away from these surgeries and she did it anyways. And then she got more after that. Now, there's a popular quote and proverb in Jamaica where people often say things like this: bend the tree while it young, cause when it old, it get broke. And basically it translates to, if you play out of your league, you may get a lesson you won't forget. If I'm being honest with you, I'm not encouraging BBLs. I'm more so you gotta see for yourself. If your mom tells you to stop dealing with a dude, or if I tell you to stop dealing with a dude because he's toxic and crazy, are you gonna listen to me or listen to your mom? Probably not. You're more than likely gonna see this relationship to the end to see if you're actually making the right decision for yourself. And then of course you get traumatized, you get PTSD, and that guy breaks your heart. So you have to kind of see things for yourself in order to really realize if it was the truth. Because in some cases, the very same person that your friends and family told you to stay away from ended up being someone that you fell in love with, and you're probably still with them to this day. So that's why you kind of have to see things for yourself and see if this is actually what you want. That's why I say if you want to get a BBL, you should get that shit. And I really hate that we kind of live in this world where people are just like, no, don't go under a knife, love yourself. Well, it's easy for you to say with your tight-ass stomach, or it's easy for you to say because you had the motivation to go into the gym. Now, I get it. These are nothing but excuses. Everybody's fully capable of getting their big fat ass up and going to the gym. But there's other people who simply just don't have that energy or they don't have that confidence. And guess what? They got to find that confidence by going to the doctor and getting their ass cut the fuck up and filled with cement and filled with fillers until they end up loving themselves. And I will say the reason why I say if you want to get a BBL, then go get that shit is because let's be honest for a second, y'all. When you get a BBL, you actually have to work out just to maintain it. So people don't even realize this, but yes, you have to work out because if you don't work out in order to maintain your BBL is going to look disgusting. And the reason I say this is because I was recently watching Rocky's podcast, Rocky from Bad Girls Club, and she had one of the boys from the Bad Boys Club on her show. The Bad Boys Club is a very popular show that's on the Zeus network, very ratchet, very problematic, and a whole bunch of gay men and straight men and much more fighting and boxing over bullshit and more. So recently, a man by the name of William the Baddest, who's a very popular cast member on the show and also a rapper, went onto Rocky's podcast and he basically said that he got a BBL during the pandemic, and because he got depressed, he ended up eating his ass off, didn't work out, and now his BBL looks disgusting.
I'm thick a little bit, but I have a big butt, you know what I mean? And it's like, like, here's the thing. Here's another thing. People are like, there's no way you got a BBL and spent $20,000. I spent $16,500. I got it by Dr. Scottsdale in Scottsdale, Arizona. I did it after my first episode of Catfish because of the comment saying, you think you're going to get a guy like that looking like that? Yes. So I was a skinny mini. I went and got my butt done. I got my abs edged up. And then I got my chest lifted. And when you get BBLs, if you do not work out, I didn't work out because I got it 6 months before COVID. During COVID, we were all inside, depressed, drinking alcohol, eating, watching Netflix. Yes, I gained fucking weight. I gained weight. Yeah. I was skinny mini with a big booty and a nice body. But you know what? I gained weight. And now I'm a little, I'm a little thick.
That's why I say if somebody wants a BBL, they should really go ahead and go get that shit, because you have to learn the hard way if it's for you. Because the reason I say this is because not everybody has a bad experience. There are some people out there who actually got a BBL and it simply changed their life. Some people actually like what they see now when they look in the mirror. They like the way their body looks. They like the way their figure looks. They like how they look naked. They like the fact that now they can go to the beach and wear a two-piece and be confident and not feel self-conscious. They love the fact that now they can look in the mirror and not constantly pick themselves apart. But one thing I will say is if you get a BBL or you get any work done on your body, you're still going to find something wrong with it. Because at the end of the day, as human beings, we're literally taught to see the negative in things, and we're literally taught to do better and not be settled or tolerant in what we have. For example, as human beings, a lot of us are just mentally narcissistic, or a lot of us are always comparing ourselves to each other, because many of us didn't grow up in a household where we had that high self-esteem, where we have somebody instill self-worth into us. So we have to kind of establish it the hard way by going through life. Now, speaking of surgery and speaking of Winter, if you guys didn't know, Winter has had a lot of surgery. Like, there's a difference between how she looked 4 years ago and how she looks now. She went from looking like herself to damn near looking like a Kardashian. So, to make a long story short, not only is she having complications with her butt, Winter is also having complications with her teeth. Now, as you guys know, all these celebrities are pretty much getting all these big-ass Steve Harvey teeth. These big-ass veneers to make their teeth look perfect. Because, of course, many celebrities and influencers, no matter how much money they have, are still self-conscious. And they utilize the money they have to get as much work done as possible so individuals don't pick them apart. Now, Winter is having complications with her teeth because she's in constant pain. Every time she bites, she can barely feel it. Every time she moves her mouth, she literally is in utter pain. Like, she feels a tingling, staggering pain. Like, almost as if the pain where you guys ever bit into an ice cream or into an ice pop and your teeth start tingling in pain. That's a little bit the best way I can describe the pain she's dealing with because of her teeth. And she's currently exposing the dental company that did her teeth.
I just got off the phone with Smile Design Center, the people who ruined my teeth. I'm going to tag them so they can see this video. I asked them for a refund. I told them I've been in pain for every day for 2 months, which is not a lie. You guys have seen me going to dentists back to back in Los Angeles. I finally found somebody who can redo my veneers. Keep in mind, this will be the third time I'm getting my veneers redone. It's going to cost me $30,000 on top of the already $15,000 I've had to spend on my teeth and flying to Miami. So they call me and their offer is, okay, we'll give you your money back if you come in and let us drill your teeth off. I would never let you guys near my teeth again. Then they want to bring up, well, we did Asian doll's teeth and we don't have no issues. Okay, well, whoever did Asian doll's teeth should have been mine. I don't know what's not clicking. I'm in pain every single day. My mouth couldn't even close for weeks. Literally, the dentists who have seen my teeth in LA are like, what did these people do? They put a veneer over a literal. Let me also add, while I was even in the process of getting my teeth redone, I had about 6 different dentists working in my mouth. These people are so unprofessional. Since day one, I should have turned around. I should have turned around. I should have listened to my gut instinct. The office is ghetto. It's completely unorganized. It's absolutely disgusting. Now they're basically, trying to say that they're going to threaten me with legal action as well, because I've told them that I have a lawyer. Like, okay, cool, we can do that. These people have ruined so many people's mouth. I'm going to post pictures. I'm going to post their Yelp page. I'm going to show everybody what is going on inside of that office. The fact that they even think that I would let them take a drill near my teeth. You guys, there's ridges in the back of my teeth. The veneers are not even completely sealed onto my teeth. I had cement left over in the back of my teeth that I had to get drilled off. That's how terrible they did me. Will the pain go away once I have them redone? So the kind of stressful thing about it is, like, I don't know if my sensory issues are going to be solved through getting them redone. I don't know if the pain is going to stop. I don't know if I'm going to be able to freaking close my mouth properly without being in pain? I really don't know, but it's a risk I'm willing to take because that's how much pain I'm really in. I will spend whatever money I need to spend to get this situation handled. Cause it really it's like my quality of life has gone down. I'm always in pain. I'm in pain right now. There's not a moment that I'm not. It's like living with chronic pain. I now know what it feels like when people are like, oh, I have something that causes me to have chronic pain. I'm in pain all the time. I never could understand that. I never could understand how that's possible, how people could just live like that. Now I live like that. I've been living like this for 6 months. And it's miserable. Like, I really feel like I never thought I would be one of these people who have to go through something like this.
And the sad part is, Winter can't even talk for too long without her teeth literally tingling in pain. Literally. Well, at least now she can shut the fuck up and actually listen when people speak. Now, all I will say is the reason her teeth are in so much pain is because she chose to go out her way to get her teeth done multiple times. She chose to go to the wrong doctor. She chose to quickly be impulsive and not do enough research. And it's sad because this is Winter before. This was Winter literally 4, almost 5 years ago. And this is her now. She's always been a pretty girl, and there was nothing wrong with her teeth or her body. And when people told her to love herself and appreciate what she had, she said, fuck y'all. She didn't listen, and she learned the hard way, and I'm glad she did. Winter got her body done back in 2019, roughly around 3 years ago. She got her body done, and she was very satisfied with it. She shouted out her doctor, said she loved the way her body looked, and much more. But then months go by, and she starts realizing that her butt doesn't look exactly how she wanted it to look because she started picking herself apart. Then Winter ended up documenting it and talking about it on live. She got to a point where she decided to go on a revision because she felt like her butt wasn't exactly where she wanted it to be. Her butt looked decently fine, but her butt wasn't exactly where she wanted it to be. So she found a different doctor that was going to add some revisions in it and add some shit to it to make her butt look more proportionate and look a lot bigger than she wanted to look before. There's also a picture that went viral on social media of her booty literally looking like a triangle. And then she got a third BBL most recently in 2021. And she decided to get fillers in her butt because she didn't feel like her butt was as round as she would have liked it to. Her butt at this point looked okay, but it wasn't as round as she would have liked it to. So at this point, she got fillers. Now, after 3 BBLs, 1 revision, and her literally getting fillers injected in her butt recently, she went on the B. Simone podcast, Know For Sure, and she decided to speak on how her butt is and the state of her butt. And long story short, she's not even satisfied with the final results, and she wishes she would have just left her butt alone.
So I got botched, tried to get it fixed. It did not work. I had to wait a whole year. I was like so depressed because I looked horrendous.
Because you posted recently, like, don't get your body done.
Yeah.
Do you believe that, or do you regret getting your body done?
I mean, it's tricky for me because it's like I like having my body done, but as much trauma that it has brought me, it really it wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
No, it hasn't been worth it. It's just been so much like. Then I had to gain 20 pounds to
even do it.
To get another one to try to fix the Dorito booty. Just kind of slowly started to go a little bit back to how it was. Not all the way, but I just started seeing that Dorito again a little bit. And I was like, ooh, okay. So I went to go get fillers in my butt. Not illegal fillers, legal fillers. Like not like ass shots in the basement, but like fillers in your butt.
Yeah.
To help balance it out.
Yeah. So like 2 weeks ago, I was on a freaking plane with Jade, my best friend. I think I like bumped my butt cheek on something and it like got hella swollen and red. And I thought that I was like had an infection in my butt cheek. I called my mom crying my eyes out. I'm so sick of this. Like I can't keep dealing with this. Like I just want this shit gone. Like I don't know what to do anymore. Like I never can like be happy, but it's like, I'm not doing these things because I'm like, oh, I want a bigger butt and a smaller waist.
Trying to fix it.
I'm just trying to fix the damn original problem from 3 years ago.
Wow.
So it just keeps adding and keeps going. And I'm just...
And this was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, this just happened.
And it did it...
Yeah, it was fine. It went back. But I was like...
It's scary,
I was Googling shit like, my leg gonna fall off. Oh my God, do I really know what they put in my butt? Like, was this illegal fillers? Like, it was just like a whole thing. And... it's scary. And then also on top of it, just getting a BBL in general is so dangerous.
Yeah, it is.
It's so dangerous. And then I feel like with my revision, I literally felt like I was gonna die on the 5th day. I told my mom I really felt like I was gonna die.
Like you wanted it because of what it does on social media.
What we see every day in pop
I don't
culture.
care about no damn social media. Honestly, I'm just way too self-centered. I really don't care about what everybody else got going on, and I really have never felt the need to like compete with other people or keep up with other people with the flexing shit on Instagram and all that. But I was like, oh, it look good. I want that.
And Winter made the unfortunate decision to get fillers in her butt. And she's actually not satisfied with the fillers because now she's actually been in a lot of pain. And her butt still doesn't look the way she wants it to. And I have a really strong feeling that a lot of these girls who document their surgeries are probably getting discounted rates because they're documenting it on their YouTube channels. Then there's Lotto. Lotto recently posted a TikTok and people basically dragged her because her butt looked crazy. Her damn BBL had a BBL.
What's it like a blicky? Fuck around and lick the tape I want an image. Say what forgive me? What's it like a blicky? Fuck around and lick the tape I want an image. When they hop on top and I go silly, pretty tiny sticky fuck up once he won't forgive me.
And now her booty looks like an AirPod. Her BBL got a BBL, and it's actually really sad because many of these girls aren't transparent about what's actually happening to their body. So I'll give Winter her props for being transparent. Then we can talk about Dream Doll. Dream Doll is a very popular girl who was on the Bad Girls Club a couple of years ago, and she's also a very popular rapper. Now, Dream Doll, we all know she's known for her body, and she's also owned up to the fact that she's gotten surgery. She even had a whole album that she named after her plastic surgery called Life in Plastic. So Dream Doll is not new to surgery. She's been getting surgery probably since she was like 21 years old. Now, the sad reality is a lot of women can't afford a BBL, which, as we all know, a BBL is basically a fat transfer that goes from your stomach and arms into your butt. They inject the fat in your arms and they put it into your butt right along with your stomach. Unfortunately, that procedure is a little bit too expensive, so a lot of women go down the path of getting silicone injected into their ass. I'm talking about silicone, as in the shit they probably put in tires, the things they put in airplane fuel, and probably much more. Now, the sad reality is, Dream Doll recently spoke out about this, and I'm glad she did, because Dream Doll and Cardi B are only the few people who spoke out about the dangers of silicone, considering they have big platforms.
So I went and I got shots, and then
how was the shots now? Is that bad?
Almost died.
That's what they said. It's not that good.
I literally this year I almost died. I swear to God. Almost died.
What happened?
I got sick. It started like rejecting from my skin. It was the worst experience in my life, and I literally had my doctor save me. He's in Colombia.
So a lot of times, these girls can sit up here and say, well, I just want to like what I see in the mirror, and I got the money to do it, so why not? You did it because you wanted to be able to show it off. You wanted to be able to write it off on your taxes. You want to be able to say that you got a BBL, so that way nobody could pick you apart as much as they already do. You got it because you don't fully love yourself, and you got it, and you're posting it all over social media because you do want that validation, you do want those likes, and you do want those sponsorships. It's sad because a lot of young girls will see that and they'll say, well, damn, it seems like all these girls I follow on Instagram have perfect bodies and they look good. So, maybe I should get it too. And it's sad because a lot of these Instagram girls and these celebrity girls who get these BBLs, they get these major fucking sponsorships from these tea companies, and these protein powder companies, and these waist trainer companies, and these leggings companies that are paying them to pretend that they got that tight stomach or that fat ass just from those dumbass waist trainers that don't even work. And then look what happens now. A lot of y'all buy these waist trainers, y'all buy these T-Me powders and all this other bullshit, and then you wonder why your body don't look like Kim Kardashian or why your body ain't banging like Cardi B. These Instagram models and these celebrities are promoting these dumbass waist trainers to y'all, and these shits don't even fucking work. A lot of waist trainers do work, but all these overpriced ass waist trainers don't have nothing but a celebrity attachment to it or an influencer cosign, and that's it. These people literally got surgery to look like that. They got these fucking cosmetic surgeries, fucked up their bodies, don't have any idea what's in their bodies, just to look like this. And now look. They getting on camera saying how much they fucking regret and how they can't stand it. And deep down inside, I feel like the reason why Winter's getting on live talking about how women should get BBLs and to stay away from it,
no pressure, but
Yeah, but
So
you
if you have females that are out right now, they're like, I'm thinking about getting a BBL. What
I
would
tell
you
people
say?
no. I tell people
Don't
no.
do it.
I'd be like, don't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they really bad built.
It's because she probably deep down inside feels guilty because she probably encouraged a lot of people to go to her doctor. She shouted out a lot of these doctors who did her butt. All these doctors that did her butt, that put fillers in her butt, she shouted them out. So I feel like deep down inside there's something in her that feels guilty because she knows a lot of young women follow her. She knows a lot of women who are impressionable follow her, like her content, and she shouted out these doctors, and some of these women who have money probably checked in with these doctors, tapped in with these doctors, and now she probably feels like she's to blame if somebody else's body get fucked up.
Let people know what's going on and try to help some people out. That's really the problem. People are ungrateful. Like, I could sit up here and be like, oh no, everything's fine, everything's okay, I'm perfect, oh, everything's great. Why would I do that when I'm trying to help other people out and bring awareness to situations? Like, there's so many people who are like celebrities, famous, who get botched, who go through terrible surgeries, who are too embarrassed to A, even admit that they had work done, and then B, admit that it went wrong. Because people reach out to me. I have so many people reach out to me like, oh my God, that happened to me, and blah, 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 whatever. Y'all know I don't care.
Yeah, she's full of shit. Now, I respect her for getting online and being transparent because she didn't have to do that. But one thing I will say is I do feel like she's only doing this because she feels guilty. I'm pretty sure a lot of young women reached out to her via DM. A lot of celebrities and influencers reached out to her and asked her, who did you go to? And I'm pretty sure many of them actually followed suit because they had the money. Now, I'm pretty sure she's only getting on live talking about this, not only because she wants to be transparent, but mainly because she recommended her doctor to so many other people, and this doctor fucked her up, and she didn't realize it until months to a year later. So I think that she's only doing this because she feels guilty, because she doesn't want to be blamed if anyone gets killed or if anyone severely gets damaged just because of what she did or said. So for her to get online and say, well, I'm being nice, I'm being transparent, girl, like, you have fucking narcissism issues. Because you're sitting up here saying that you're being nice and giving and trying to be transparent, but in reality, a lot of people who watch you can't even afford this kind of procedure. I appreciate the transparency, but don't sit up here and try to pretend that you're this noble person trying to help people, when in reality, you probably just feel guilty about the fact that people might get fucked up just like you did, and you don't want to be blamed for it. Like, yeah, like, I promoted a bad image to you. Yeah, I promoted this shit to you, but, yeah, don't be like me. So that way, if people try to come at me and say that, they listen to me, I could still feel better because now I'm getting on social media telling y'all not to. So I feel like this is her way of kind of like passively apologizing, where she's basically saying, yeah, I fucked up my body, don't be like me. So for those of y'all people who listen to me, my bad. So all in all, one thing I really want people to understand is, it doesn't really matter if I sit up here and tell women or tell men or whoever wants to get a fucking BBL or cosmetic surgery to enlarge something or to enhance something, you're still going to find something wrong with your body. Rather it be getting your nose done, getting your lips done, and much more, you're still going to find something wrong with your body. Look at Winter. Winter was a beautiful girl, and she still is a beautiful girl. But the issue with Winter is she has some deeper internalized self-esteem issues that she herself can't even get around. And I think a lot of it stems from the fact that she's went through a lot of hardships in her life. Probably went through what most beautiful girls go through when they're young and trying to maneuver in this world and have no guidance. If you got the money to do something, hell, go for it and do it. Because some people getting BBLs and getting surgeries has actually changed their life. Some people, and some of y'all watching this, probably got your bodies done, and guess what? You probably feel so relieved, and you're probably in the best situation ever, because now you can get to a point where you feel more confident when you look in the mirror. It doesn't matter what I say or what this person says or what this person says. Again, you're always going to find something wrong with your body, because you have to generally just learn how to just appreciate what you have. Cardi B is one of the most wealthiest female artists in the entire world right now, and she still feels so insecure that she has to get her body done. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all really wish that you had more money or a bigger career or better opportunities, or you wish you had more than that one friend or just as much as that one friend, but you're never going to get more until you appreciate what you already have and how far you've come. And it's sad because a lot of these young women look up to a lot of these Instagram models, and these Instagram models aren't even happy with their own body. A lot of y'all watching has probably been called pretty your entire life. People have probably always called you pretty, from family to friends and close people that you know. But if you don't feel pretty, you're not going to feel pretty. You're never really going to see it. But now she feels like her butt is okay, and she's saying she don't leave her body alone, But I don't believe her. I believe it's a matter of time before she finds a doctor or she finds someone that's willing to do her surgery, and then she goes at it again. All in all, just to end this all on a good note, I want y'all to understand that there's a very famous Jamaican quote that goes like this: "All who can hear will feel," which basically translates to, for those who don't hear will feel. You are what you say you are. You are what you think you are. But that was that for this video. That was that for this podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for listening on SoundCloud, Apple Music. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm stepping my podcast clickers up. Thank you guys for all the support. And I appreciate all the love that you guys have been giving me throughout the past couple of years. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Please be sure to stream my podcast everywhere. And yeah, that's that. Choice out this bitch.